Hello and welcome to the catch-up stage of the session. Right, well, what did we do this month? Or this month? This session even? This month? I don't know where that one came from. Yeah, we did a lot actually. We sold a lot of eggs. We sold a shed load of mineral feed. It's one of those sessions I would advise to watch. We did a bit of wheeler-dealering. We sold a few bits and bobs, but we didn't go mad with that. No, not really. I've got that mod on that sells the excess animals rather than them just being destroyed. So we've sold the chickens, have given us many, many young. And we have just moved the eggs. And we are waiting in this month because our bread is actually worth... Okay, look at the top price. It's only 25 off top price, and if I've got a nasty feeling if we go through to January, it's going to like go red. So yeah, we still have got some potatoes, a few red beets, and some parsnips left over, which we need to sort out. We're only out of carrots completely, so we need to sort this out. They're in one of the silos. Right next door actually to the cannery, so we need to be grabbing those out and sticking them in and switching that back on so that we are still making a little bit of cash. Not that we're destitute or anything, we can see we're doing terribly well. We've not bought anything I mean not for our own personal self, so yeah, we've not done badly. So we're approaching our final year on Risoux Forest, and yeah, we've done well. Really? Yeah, well, there's a lot of talk about mods and things like that and projects I've done and all that type of stuff as well. So it is one of those sessions I would advise. It is a fairly just flows from start to finish. I was almost tempted not to do the catch-up stage because it's one of those that really it's just best watched linearly, as in, yeah. But the trouble is, I thought, if I'm going to do this catch-up stage, I need to be consistent. But also, I really do put it to you, the viewers, is it... Because it could be confusing. There are some sessions where you record a monster session, and there was one the other day that had 3 splits. It was split into 3 bits because it was such a long session. Now that means you're going to play the same catch-up because it's technically one recording. So from your perspective, the catch-up's the same, but for those who are watching the 3 sessions, it's got the same catch-up, so it's a bit, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure whether this is working quite as well as I thought. So I would really love to hear from yourselves as to whether it is, you think it's a good or a bad idea. And I am honestly listening, because I'm weighing it up myself, and I'm like, I'm really not sure whether this is quite as good as I thought it was. Whether, if it's confusing, I really don't want to be confusing people. So yeah, I really do put it to you to, like, let me know what you think, really. But so yes, all that remains to be said really is that I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. It's amazing when you've like said hello and welcome for years and years, you jump in and it's like almost a habit that you really want to say it, so it's still difficult to not actually say it. I'm not 100% sure that this is a good idea, because there are certain situations where you do a split session where you play in the same like ending at the beginning, and that's when I've like think, is it because it's a bit, well, anybody coming in who's new to the channel, it's a bit confusing because like, I need to switch those zone marks off. You like think, well, didn't I just watch this like last session? And in a way it's true, you have. Right, we need to be on Euros as well. So I really would ask for your opinions on this. It's a good idea most of the time, but then it can be confusing to new people who come along and like think, you know, as I just said, really, I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again, but it is, I'm sort of wondering. I have checked to see, like, is there anything that we need, or the sales we've already done. The chickens are totally fed. We haven't got a massive stockpile of stuff to take, I don't think. No, we have got a lot of stone. Oh, I have got a lot of stone, that's actually, wow. And we have oats. Well, what were we going to do with the oats? We were going to split this, weren't we? We were going to do the mineral feed. We are doing the mineral feed. We've actually switched it on. So that is going to do. And we have we got digestate? Did we do the digestate? No, we need to like buy some more. We did say, we've always said we don't mind doing one of the things. We've got plenty of stones. We need some digestate. So we're going to buy the digestate. I have finally got around to doing the pig food. Finally, 2 recipes of pig food in here. There are a few rather cheeky recipes like going around. One of these is going to change. I'm going to do a potato one and a sugar beet one. But these are not exactly, but they are closer to like what we used to than anything else. Some of them are like really cheeky, where they're like, well, I'm not surprised that's going to make pig food. It's going to make you. I mean, it's always, even if you're just going to sell it, it's worth a fortune, especially if like you just throw in a few bits and bobs together and making a lot of pig food. Yeah, there was one recipe that was like loads of potatoes, a little tiny bit of wheat, and it made pig food, and I'm like, whoa, that is a bit. I mean, I know we can do anything. I can make anything go for anything if I wanted to, but I always think you've got to have a basis for real life. There was a beautiful mod. I'm gonna chat, but like we're gonna go through as well, because there's really not an awful lot to do. Oh no, we've got to do the recipe. Yeah, let's grab. Well, we have a lorry now as well, don't we? We can just grab that back. And we need to enter. Oh, and I just switched his engine off. Yeah, we need to grab, and I think it's got the schnuffle stuck on it, so that's going to fox this a little bit. So we need to grab that, but we could grab that with that. Yeah, because we've got that on it, haven't we? And this hasn't got a back hitch. So, yeah, we need to grab that. Mineral feed. How much mineral feed have we got? No, that's what we're doing, isn't it? Yeah, we're doing that now. We're just short on digestate, as I said, really. So we need the tractor. Yeah, I will chat as well. Yeah, you will do nicely. It's amazing now. On the other side of that was this, but you couldn't see it because of the angle. Yeah, I've been very busy today. Obviously, it's like a holiday, and I was lucky enough, like, not to be at work. So I've been making the most of like doing a lot of mods today, and getting a long way through. I was a bit I want to say tired. No, wrong one. Yeah, I didn't have a heart earlier to actually come and actually do a let's play after. I was sort of quite tired, so I like just tweaked a few mods, and like, yeah, I have been very busy. We've really done some really good mods. Well, I think so. I've been that's it, right, so digesting. So it's right out of the way over there, isn't it? So we need to go. Yeah, and I did half design this a long time ago, and I'd sort of forgot about it because I've been that busy with all the mods. I've done a reverse snuffle stuck, which basically means it's a fifth wheel, so it will go on the back of a lorry, and it will convert it to other trailers. So yeah, trailer hitches and things like that for those lorries that don't have hitches at the back. Basically, it means they can become a farm implement, so as in like they can pull farm implements around. I've wanted to do it for a long time. I've got the basis. I did it a long time ago, but I didn't know how to make models and that in Blender and things like that, so I never got around to finishing it. But I haven't finished it now, but it's back in my sights. I've done a telehandler way. It crashed and burned again, but I think I can do it on the long run, really. I think I can. So if we stick this in, I'm quite sure this will be interesting to see what this is like up the hill. I've done a couple of stone pickers. We've got a proper one, and I've also done a front loader type one. Well, I've done 3 different sizes, a 4, a 6 and a 9 metre. I'm having a few issues, minor issues, where they've got like I call them force fields, but yeah, basically they're dragging things around with them a little bit, so I need to sort of figure that one out. Apart from that, they are usable, but they're certainly not ready for the model just yet. And now this is now fixed, but it's still got a very wide... Yeah, I've moved the... This is obviously one that I do take almost everywhere because of makes you self-sufficient as a farmer. So I've moved the first, which is the pallet's trigger over here, and I'd move the pallet spawn going here. On this map it's not particularly good, but it means that you can now fill without, obviously these are in the way because they won't spawn here again. In fact, let's do something about that. Let's grab the telehandler. We'll shift them out the road. And I have done a telehandler. It's just, it needs its colour change. I've not got around to doing the configuration. I know how to do it. I've watched 2 or 3 videos, but I've never done it yet. So I want to do that. I want to change the. Actually, this is my type of colouring. But actually, more black than red. Yeah, I love black and red together. I always have my favourite 2 colours, but it has to be more black than red. This is more red than black. Right, so we're going to shift those out of the way. That was it. Yeah, so we're just going to shift these mineral feeds across to the other mineral feeds because they'll no longer spawn here, and that means that we could. Yeah, like this one, I'm going to do. Have I done it on this? No, I haven't. No. That's. Yeah, this is causing issues. I spoke to JMGaming earlier, who assisted me and pointed me in the right direction for animations. He sort of showed me. He said, "Have a look at this as an example, and then basically you'll be able to figure it out if you mod it." So, which I am. So yeah, I'm going to have a look at that later. I mean, I am already using animations from, obviously, it's something I've had to do with other mods, but I still don't completely grasp it. Yeah, I can't just create one. Whereas, I've got to be honest, like Biggins, I know his work is quite amazing. He's come from nowhere, and the mods he's doing are absolutely phenomenal. There we go, that should now be out of the way. We've switched that on, so we really all we need to do now, we've obviously got we're totally out of everything in the cannery. Totally. We've got nothing left. Oh, no, I thought we were doing. Yeah, what are we? I was going to say, obviously we were waiting. The mill is doing oat flour, and it has got 89 tons of oats in. It is making that, and it's storing, because we were supposed to be getting rid of this, but we need to get rid of the bread. That's what we're trying to do. I knew there was something I've got to do, and I was thinking, I can't see it. Everything's, but it's shifting this lot out, and then we can put the bigger one down. That's what we're waiting to do. Which is why we didn't want to do any more. Now this is not worth a lot just yet. Let's get this. It's not like it's going to take us too long, with there only being like 6 in here, so probably 9 in total with the ones outside. I do love this. I really have fallen in love with this. It's my favourite so far. I love the quick. It really is very, very good, but this is, even it has got a couple of little drawbacks. If you're too close to the other pallets, you will, but I mean the quick started it, when it did its like ethereal blade, so you can actually do that through that, it sort of really makes a big difference, and if you sort of like go with it, you can make it look fairly realistic, not completely. So we probably have a couple left. It said 6, but it wasn't. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure there are more, because there were like 2 or 3 outside. So yeah, I'm beginning to really enjoy the modding. I like the Pilatus, the planter that I've made, that has now got a roller on it. It's not finished though, but it has got a roller put onto it. I did a bit of testing with it earlier and looked at it. I just need now to actually put the roller gubbings actually inside, because it's just for show at the minute, as in like I've not worked on the mod itself to add that feature to the mod. So the physical, the model's there, but the actual ability for it to a weird glitch. Yeah, the game is doing some very, very strange things. Yeah, and as a modder, I've noticed a few things. I was talking to JMGaming about it earlier. And he wasn't surprised. Yeah, there's a lot of mods that are sort of broken at the minute. I mean, it'll still work okay for you playing the game, but as a modder, you can see things are not right, and the normal behaviour that you should be getting, you're not getting. Stop this. It should be far off now. Yeah, 62 litres left. I think we can sacrifice that. You do. So let's get this bakery gone, and we're going to get the bionic bakery fitted in, because I think we need it. So we're not going to get much. Oh wow, value 0. What I got? 0. I've never known you to not get anything back at all. That's crazy. I mean, it devalues, so perhaps. These are not that old either. That's a bit of a shocker. Enhanced bakery and bionic bakery. I think that is going to be enough. Right, so yeah, still in the wrong place, and well, that's right. We did these on purpose, didn't we? I do love these new birds. Yeah, we did these so that they match each other, but I thought I'd done them so they go the opposite way. But as I said, I've got to change all of the models really to be like the self-sufficiency. So all things considered, I do love the way they fit together really nicely though. Right. Now we need to tell the oat flour to actually not store anymore, but actually distribute. So we need to switch the bakery on. Bread and what's that one? Oh, corn. Yeah, I forgot. I put it in a long time ago, and I didn't realise it was switched on. So it shouldn't really be in here. It is true. I can do the corn flour. I just haven't got around to doing it. And I thought, so we want 36 flour, 28 bread. Yeah, no, it is that one. That's what we need to stick on. And we do indeed want that to be storing. So fantastic. So that is soon going to crack on. That's it. We've caught up to where we should be. Let's go through till tomorrow, finally. So 8 o'clock as well. Yeah, I can't believe how quickly we've done everything. And I mean, there's nothing more to do other than do our bread and go through. We've even got the fields prepared for next year, our last year in Risoux Forest. Wow. Yeah, this will do. Wow. That's not that good. I'm going to have to check this. Yeah, I am going to have to check this, because that doesn't seem any better than the normal one to me. 28 bread tons for. Oh no, it should be. It was the flour. The flour wasn't done, was it? Not in time. Yeah. So that will now be doing. Yeah, it will now do well. It will definitely. He says it, repeats himself over and over again. Right, we have a stayer. Oh, we do have. Well, we can earn a little bit of cash. We can. I've not had that stayer for a while. We will indeed buy this. Where were you a few months ago? And you are a 302 horsepower. We don't need any more tractors. We really don't. No, it is true. Although, right, let's grab you. It's a shame, really, because, to be honest, this would have been really useful a few months ago when we were doing the trees. The capability of this to do the really, really big tree. Although, to be honest, the one that we used didn't really have any problems. Didn't we use the right? No. Did we use the right? No, I think we. I can't remember. I can't for the life of me remember. I think we did. It was the Rotney. I'm sure it was. It has grown on me. I did use it actually last time in the Risoux Forest. Yeah, I really did want to use one that's not in. I thought it was in. The one that it was my favourite in FS25. is it Vector Man or somebody did it, and it was a really good one. And I did it on Silverrun, used it on Silverrun. Sell, yes. Fantastic. August, right then, let's have a look at our animals, because they should be, yeah, they're definitely okay for this. Now we just got to go straight through. There's nothing for us to do other than the bakery, which we've set going. Be interesting to see how well that does by tomorrow morning. Yeah, really, we should get terribly good traction. All we've really got to do is look after our chickens, and the bakery will bake. It really is as simple as that. Oh, and of course, yeah, the other thing that I've sort of forgotten is, excess. Oh, we've got that new model, haven't we? Brilliant. Excess animals sold. Fantastic. Right, we do need to now then. Let's look now at how the Violent Bakery is doing right now. 3,700 plus what's on the top. It's not doing as well as I would have thought it did. No, not really. And that's not doing terribly well. It wasn't much worse than that before. What am I missing? 30 oats, 30 flour. So it's not, it's lossy. So really, 30 times 120. That's 3,000. It isn't a lot, is it really? I did think that would actually sort of do better than it's doing. Oh, well, it is what it is. Right, let's have a look. View the amount of times we get the Macdon pack. That is a good price if you use, yeah, BC Bueller. Shallow cultivators. Well, it's a nice one. I don't use cultivators very often. I try to go for no-till wherever possible. So it is a beautiful bit of kit, but it's not really... no, are we going to like keep the eggs? I think we need to like keep the eggs gone, don't we really? Yeah, so my idea about the bread, it's not terribly fantastic. But to be honest, even if it's chugging along, it'll still add up at the end. Yeah, it still gets worked out at the best possible price. So it's not the end of the world. It's just a bit of a slow burn, and it isn't like we need the money either. So still not done the pallets. I've only got 4 pallets going. Yeah, they do weird things as you come towards them. You can definitely see strange things happening to the pallets. Can we not do noodle soup again now, though? I think we can, can't we? We just need flour. We just need to switch that on. So that will then call for the flour too. We've got full eggs though, so we really don't need to keep them for the time being. That's one thing I'm determined to do. That is to make the chickens bigger. I'm going to learn how to make a bigger nav mesh. Not that they take much notice of nav meshes, but yeah, I'm going to definitely learn a little bit more how to do that. That's not bad money when you consider how much it costs you to feed them. Yeah, I've been back on Cavalier Roy's map. I had sort of hopes after his fix that it would fix things, but the eggs worked like they did last time, straight away, and then went back into the map, and lo and behold, they didn't sell again. So it's really strange. I've done it with and without mods, and if you first go into the map, you can sell the eggs straight away, whether you've got no mods on or whether you've got like lots of mods on it, all of your normal mods. It works fine, and then you save the game and come back in, and then all of a sudden it's like eggs are the enemy, and no, you can't sell eggs. So I really have not. There's no error messages, but it only happens on that map, so it's got to be the map, or a clash of a mod with the map. Yeah, not necessarily is it the map like that, but right. So we just need to go through till, yeah, I think we're okay. We will feed the chickens Yeah, we can definitely do 1 more month. It was September. Let's have a quick look at the mineral feed. We've done it all. Wow. And for that digested to war be gone, then we must have made a lot. We have, indeed. Let's have a look at its value. To be honest, it's usually nearly always in green. But it is actually above the top price, so we need to do the mineral feed. Right, okay, in that case, we need to use our big... I'm glad I looked. Yeah, I was sort of expecting it not to... we will use you. Our old big extractor. In fact, yeah, we'll use this. It's not much smaller than the other one. Obviously, the other thing is it says 230 grand that we're going to get from it. It times that by another 50%. It'll be closer to 400,000 that we're actually going to get from this. It is a good little earner, even on hard economy, but it's not. I mean, it really is a mediocre. It's slightly better than oil though, like the normal oils, like canola. So it's not really that terrible, I suppose. It's weird. I'm still used to the good prices of 3,000 like plus on a normal economy for a lot of things. So yeah, we're just far enough away. Why are we making? How we've got stones? Why have we got so much stone in there? I am a little confused. It is strange. In your mind, you've got a plan. You're like, yeah, we'll get through right the way till next March, and then believe it. And then, like, someone comes along, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. We've actually still got plenty of food in there. So why is it not tipping in for the chickens? There's a lot of things that aren't working as they should do, because that is supposed to be a feature. It works sometimes, and then other times it doesn't. Let's go and empty that trailer full of food. $87,443. Amazing. I mean, yeah, it should be tipping. It's right. Oh, at least I think. Let's hush my mouth and actually just check. Can this do? I think this can use it. It's hours. Yeah, it's straight ready to do. Got another month left, so that is amazing. Right, let's get this done. Yeah, I'm getting in my stride now with the hard economy. It still is tough, but the self-sufficiency is helping, and that sell points, the self-marketing is making a massive difference. But the thing is, you've still got to you've got to make your base products be there to make your productions make more. So it still amounts to the fact that if you put no effort in, you're not going to get anything back. It's just really about boxing clever and like going for certain things that are better than others. But I am not doing the, very, very rarely am I doing the fertilizer. Yeah, I'm there. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it. My bad. Push it out a little. Bad. Yeah, I think the one that is a front loader tool that has basically been converted into a stone picker. It's an active tool. I don't think it will be usable by a worker, is my first thought. I think it's only going to be for like you, the player. But the good news is, because it is what it is, it hasn't really got a speed limit like a standard stone picker, because it really is a bucket. So it means you can charge around the field at full speed, but it also, with the good points, there's always bad. It's like, obviously you've got to self-level a little bit. So, but I mean, I say that I didn't find it too tricky to use on the bit of a field, but it was a flat map. So I think it's good and bad. If you charge around the field, there was one in FS22 that was likewise. It was really a converted bucket. There was a silage fork, and it worked well for the stones, but its main function was it was a converted one, and just the same as I've done with the bucket. It's got the animations and everything. It really is good. But again, I don't think it'll work with because they can't use front loaders. So yeah, so they'll just like look at it and go, huh? But to be honest, with the fact that you can obviously do it at full speed, it still represents very good value. All of them are large. There's a 4-meter version which has got almost 5 tons. The other thing is, I'm not sure whether it's counting the mass, because I've not filled it enough. Now I know the ones like this in FS22, they were, as the stones got more and more in there, once you're past 2.5 tons of stone, it starts to get heavy, so you would need a big weight for it to work. But again, I've not tried it. I don't know whether I would imagine the weight system is still in effect for that bucket. So, but again, I've not used it to the point where I've actually filled it, so I cannot say for certain. I've only like done testing and it works. It's got the animations, all of that, but yeah, I'm not sure. I do get so confused about whether I've gone through them. Because when I'm doing one of these sessions where you like go through and you go through and you go through, I'm like, have I looked this month? Terrible, I really am. It blurs, I've said this a lot, it does definitely blur. So this is the last bit of the tonnage left. So even if we did nothing else this year, between the bread and this, we will really have done terribly, terribly well. That's how I did that last time. I went wide like that. Yay. Wow. That's amazing. It really is. Oh, I keep missing it. One thing I still haven't done is my very large trailer. It's strange because this is like almost a 50-tonner. It's not a bad sweet spot. You're like, oh, well, I can manage with the 50-tonner. It's not too terrible. But really, I really could do with a 70-tonner. I'm just not sure of the mass. I'm not sure because the tractors, they are nerfed. Yeah, they're not as powerful as yeah, they are. So I don't know that there's a tractor in the game where you'd have to have a 1000cc tractor to 1000 horsepower tractor to actually pull a 70-tonner, I think. So I'm really not sure whether it's a good idea to even make one. Yeah, I'm sure 82 Studios actually took away the weights for the 70-tonner to begin with. But I'm sure toward the end of FS22 they put the weight on it because it started to perform differently. Although Giants did nerf horsepower as well, so maybe it was that too. So that is that. Yeah, so we're aiming for, I think it's January, the bread, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Sure, bread is January. It is, and that is building up 15 tons. So actually, it's not been too terrible at all. Actually, really. Let's go through to tomorrow. I think if we can get to December, I'll be quite happy. And then next session we'll do the bread. So maybe January, depending on what happens. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've limed everything, we've fertilised it, we've like got all the stones off. I can't believe it. Oh no, we don't roll because we've got Oh, wow. We're making a tidy profit off the sold animals as well. That is not bad. Wow, fantastic. It's almost like if you rewind it works for a bit. And I did have a theory that was the way that it worked a long time ago. I think it is. That is how it works. I'm sure it is. Right then, we should be now doing some... Yeah, we should be doing this now, shouldn't we? The noodle soup should now be actually working. Yeah, that is eggs, noodle soup. Yeah, 953 litres. It's not a big one, is it really? Bit of pig food building up as well. It is a bit. Yeah, the noodle soup is like... How much flour is there in here? Because really, it's fighting, isn't it, I suppose? Yeah, it is. It's like pushing a bit to both, so it's not going to do terribly well, but it's also stealing away a bit. We ought to really have done a bionic meal, but I thought this would be actually good enough, but you can see by how it's going down, it really is not that good. So I'm not sure whether we... Oh, we'll just trundle. Yeah, I'm happy. We'll just... Yeah, it'll all work out in the end. Right. Electric conversion. Wow. Why will that not click? Fantastic. I'm only going for the bigger items because it does make a bit of profit. It is a genuine way that you can make that bit of cash. So I just think, why not? And we've already got a telehandler, and I really don't think we need... Ooh, that does sound beautiful. Ooh, it's got fantastic acceleration. Ooh, very nice. Fantastic. So there's absolutely nothing at all for us to do because we're just waiting on our bread, which is not going to be a massive amount, and our noodle soup also. Oh, we should be on 9 o'clock now, Mr. Smith. You're slipping. I think we need to sell eggs anyway, so no, let's leave it. Let's leave them. Yeah, it's detracting from the what we've got to do, isn't it? Really. So let's have a look at... Yeah, that's still filled, so we're all right, and we will just sell the eggs because we've got plenty for the noodle soup. Oh wow, a little bit tomorrow. Yeah, I've done an awful lot of manual. I am determined. I almost gave in and like thought, just do some auto load. And I thought, no, I'll get all right at it. I mean, I'm not, you know, it's practice makes perfect. And you get good days and bad days where, like, some days you're better than others. But, yeah, it's... The more you do something, the better you get at it. Not always... I'm not always determined to get it so straight. If you faff around doing it too straight, it does take a long while. You've just got to do the best that you possibly can. Let's go for just keep it at 3. I think 4's a little bit cheeky. Fantastic. It's a good little learner, that is. Right, let's go through till December. We know the animals are good, and we are going to go through till 9, which is going to do one of those weird little skips. Yeah, I've got to get on Oak City and do a couple of episodes. I'm running the least on Oak City of anything because they are monstrous sessions, each one that we actually do. So, yeah, it's such a big farm. Right, nobody's placed policeman ballots. Ooh. Yeah, now we've got the two things, haven't we? We've got the one that fits on the new one, and we've also got the old one as well. That's not bad, is it? 25.5 cubic meters. You can also buy the additional things. We're all right with what we've got. It's a bit late in the Let's Play to actually do it, but it's a shame. That is a really good price too, as is that. Yeah. Right, let's just grab those again. And I would imagine we should be as soon... No, we can. I think we can go another month. I think we can go through till January. We'll just do these tasks one more time. Break the man and sell everything. Oh, that's our other place. Yeah, but you can't... Unfortunately, you can't beat that bonus of self-marketing, that extra 50%. No matter how good it is, it's not going to match that. That is definitely true. Yes, the salt business is a good one. That's a beautiful... I've got that on a couple of Let's Plays now. The greenhouses, I'm loving that on Oak Ridge Farm. I've got some, yeah, because always had a dream of like, you know, like, if you're trying to play realistically, for years I've like, oh, I can't ever do grapes, oh, I can't ever do cotton, you know, because it's a British map and I'm playing realistically. So it's, we've got greenhouses where we can grow grapes and olives. So yeah, I'm well true for that. When I get a bit better, I am going to do some proper animations, because at the minute I'm sort of cheating. I'm just using, not focusing on the plants that are growing in it very wet much. That was slightly less, so one of those can't have been completely full. Or it was a better price last month. Let's get this one off as well. And then we're going to go through till January. Mind you, we ought to check the price of bread, because sometimes it's just as good in December as it is in January. So we should have a look. I have finally taken the light out of that. Yes, it no longer glows. It really was quite... It did. I always thought it's a bit bright, that is. And then I tested it one time, and the Giants tester said it's got a light inside it. I'm like, okay, do we need to, like, fix this problem? Right, bread. What are we actually worth at the minute? Are we green? Light green. Oh, no, it's 20 off, though. It is only 20. It's true. It is. It's like, are we going to, like, go through and then we find that we've tanked? I think we probably would. Have we got anything else? The noodle soup's going up a little bit. Best price is March, but it is green now. It's, again, noodle soup is one of those that it'll keep your money together, but it won't make you rich. You know, like, it really is, you know, sort of mediocre. We've got 51 tons of potatoes. Why are we sitting on potatoes? And we've got 51 tons of parsnips. We need to be sticking these to make the soups. Why have we... Yeah, we've not got much red beet, but we would... What are we doing? I don't understand why we... Is it in the production silo? Have we left, like, stuff in that? Or is it... I think it's in the silo next door. Why has the production silo got 20 tons of flour and it's not distributing? Where is the flour? Rice flour. weird, you know. We've got 20 tons of flour in there. Why? Now, this is one thing I have said. It is a little bit strange that the production silos are not quite right. They do weird things that you're not telling them to do, and products go in them that you really... I could have put it in there early, though, or some other time, and I could have taken it out of the mill. I could have done, I suppose. Yeah, I might have done. It's ringing a bell now. I think, if that is the case, it will be in this one right next door. So let's just visit. And if this has got the flour, then that is what happened. No, it hasn't. So, who's got the flour then? Is it you? Oh, I bet it... Is it this? No, it hasn't. So where's the flour then? It is. Why is it in right down there? Why is it in the production silo? Why have we got 20 tons of flour down here? I don't get it. It makes absolutely no sense. Oats. We've got oats coming out of our ears. Even now, yeah, we can't process that lot. It's way too much. So I am a little bit confused about this. But then I am easily confused. So we're going to leave it there. We've got to December. Next month, we are going to, like, sell everything left to sell. We are doing terribly well. Did we check the sales this morning? We did. Yeah, it was the IT runner and everything like that. So, yeah, we are fast approaching our very last year. I think we're going to knock this out of the ballpark, though. I really do. The vegetables, obviously, we're going to do get what we've done all of those years where we did terribly well. We're going to stick the potatoes in one of them, and the other three are going to be filled with... I was just trying to count. I was going to say, actually, we've got... Yeah, we're still going to have flour left. So what are we going to do more? I mean, we've sort of still got parsnips left quite a bit, and we have got quite a bit of potatoes, which we need to sort that out. Are they in there? Yeah, that's a weird thing. You can't actually visit that. Have we left something in here? Because I need to get my bearings for next session where we need to, like, manually move some of this stuff around. Red beet 15 tons, parsnips 24. Right, I mean, we know we've got a shed load of straw. We know it, but... Right, okay, so that's that. Yeah, definitely, we'll leave it there. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.